What's going on, guys? I'm Riley with XKGLOW, and today we're installing our XKmax Underglow kit on the Subaru BRZ behind me. We have two versions of our Underglow kits, our original XKmax Underglow and our XKmax Ultra Underglow. The original XKmax kit comes in 4 different kit sizes: Mini, Standard, Advanced, and Pro. The Mini kit is your essential interior kit, and the Pro kit adds underglow on all sides and lighting in the wheel wells. This kit is made up of super durable plastic tubes for under the car and flexible strips for the interior and wheel wells. The XKmax Ultra kit is for the true auto enthusiast. Rather deciding on how much glow you want, you measure the side skirt of your vehicle and then select either the 5, 6, 7, or 8 foot option depending on the length of your car. These are built from aluminum, giving you a greater durability and 3 times the brightness. To learn more about our XKmax kits, check out our product overview video that goes in depth on each of these kits. For this install, we will use the XKmax Advanced Car Kit, which is an underglow and interior lighting kit. So let's go over everything that comes in the box. So in this kit, you will receive the instructions, all of the extension wires, 8 24-inch hard underglow tubes, your 4 10-inch flexible strips, 4-channel XKmax controller, key fob, and switch, and of course, your zip ties, screws, and 3M VHB. Now let's take a look at what tools you're gonna need to install this kit. For this install, you will need a drill or impact, a screwdriver, a body tool is not necessary but does help when routing wires, some side cuts, alcohol and a rag to clean the surfaces, and your good old trusty fishing wire that you know has been through an install or two. And now that we know everything we need for the install, let's jump right into it. For Underglow, we've got to get under the car. If your car is tall enough, you may not have to jack it up, but this car set's pretty low, so we're gonna go ahead and get it off the ground. That way we can get underneath. Now that we've got the car off the ground, I'm gonna grab a creeper and we're gonna start rolling underneath this thing just to start planning out all the mounting locations for the tubes on both the front and rear and the sides of the car. After rolling around underneath the car, we've got all of our mounting locations planned for the underglow tubes. Something you want to stay away from when planning these mounting locations is going to be the jack points of the car, then any low spots on the front and the back. We really don't want these strips or tubes to be scraped, so we're gonna try to keep them as high as possible when installing them. Once I've got all of my tube mounting locations planned, we're going to go ahead and pop the hood and figure out where we're putting the controller, since all of our wiring is going to feed up to the controller. I went ahead and grabbed the 4-channel controller just so I could hold it up to see where the best place is going to be to mount it. You do want to keep in mind, we want to keep it close to the battery as that's what it will be connecting to. And we will be running lights inside of the car, so take a quick look at the firewall, see where we can poke some wires through there. I'm gonna mount it right here on top of the fuse box cover, and we'll make sure we leave some extra lead for the wires so we can still take that cover on and off. But once you figure out where you're mounting your controller, you are ready to start sticking tubes. It is important to note that these kits are designed to run 2 series of lights down each side of the vehicle. So we will start at the front bumper. Channel A is going to run the whole passenger side of the vehicle, and channel B is going to run the whole driver's side. So let's start mounting tubes. Before we stick these 2 tubes under the front bumper, I'm gonna hit everything with some alcohol just to make sure there is a nice clean surface for them to stick to. After I stick the tubes on the front bumper, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some of the wiring. The reason I'm doing this is I want to be sure that I have plenty of wire to get from the front of the car to the side before I go and stick those tubes. So I will start with the wire that's gonna go from the controller and drop them down to the front tubes, and then we'll work our way down the side of the car. After we've got the tube stuck on the side of the car, we're going to run our extension wire up over the wheel well and do the tubes on the back, just like we did on the front. Then we will jump over to the driver's side of the car and repeat the same process. Now that we've got all of the tubes mounted underneath the car, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the controller to the battery, and I'm actually gonna pair to the controller with my smartphone. That way we can light up all of the underglow and cycle through the colors just to be sure we didn't pinch any wires or anything like that when installing them. Then we'll go back through and tidy up all of that wiring before we jump into the interior lights. Once we've got that connected to the battery, I will go ahead and plug in the actual controller switch harness. Then before we give it power, I will plug in each of the underglow channels into A and B, making sure those tabs line up so they snap together. Then I will grab the push button switch. We will turn that on, and all of the lights will default to white. You can run around, check, just make sure everything is lit up, but I still want to pair the phone to it. That way we can cycle through colors to make sure no wires are pinched. So you can go ahead and download the XKmax app. Once you get that opened up, we can hit the hamburger menu in the top right corner, find that new device, and we can hold that by the controller. Once it's paired, we will accept the legal notice. Then I'm just gonna go to the palette page, and I am going to just step back and run through all the colors, making sure I hit the red, blue, and green to make sure no wires are pinched. So everything's looking good. Just give it a really good look around, make sure everything is working correctly. Then we are ready to jump into all of the interior lights. So we will start running extension wires from the controller and get them through the firewall into the cab. We've got to get the extension wires inside the cab for the flexible strips, so I'm going to find a grommet in the firewall, take a knife, cut a small hole through it, that way we can feed these wires through the cab and connect the strips to the controller. Since I am feeding this wire through a small hole, we've designed these tabs to both help secure these connections, but also able to be ripped right off to help you fit through tighter spaces. Once we get that wire pulled through, we will take our flexible strip and go ahead and plug it in, making sure the pins are lined up. Then we will clean the surface with a rag and some alcohol and get this light stuck to it. I always like to plug the light in before I stick these ones. That way I can make sure I get the light stuck exactly where I want it. Then I can go ahead and tie up the wiring after it is stuck. So I'm gonna center it as best as I can and stick it to that surface. Now we will tidy up this wiring and do the same exact thing on the other side. Now I'm gonna take both of those extension wires we fed through the firewall and I will plug them into channel C and D on the controller. Once I get these plugged in, I'm gonna go ahead and give the controller power, and then I will test these strips just like we tested the Underglow, cycle through all the colors just to be sure that none of the wires got pinched anywhere when we were routing them. When I am testing these lights, I wanna be sure to hit the greens, blues, and reds just to be sure that no wires are pinched. So everything looks good. We are finally ready to make sure all of the wires across the whole entire car are buttoned up. There's no loose wires hanging anywhere. Then we are ready to get this car on the ground. So that wraps up the install of our XKmax car kit on this Subaru BRZ. If you have any questions about this install, comment them down below. And if this video was helpful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this in the future. Don't forget to follow us across all of our social media platforms, and we will see you in the next video.